Today we have volunteers supporting in regular roles across all 6 palaces, including Hillsborough Castle and here at the Banqueting House.
So it's so nice of a weekend to know that I've got a day booked in at Hampton Court. It's just so fulfilling in a way that working in an office is not.
The numbers are telling, indeed staggering. In the first 10 years of the volunteer programme has been 231,000 hours you have contributed.
Well, we've always wanted it to be a palace for everyone, and that starts with people feeling comfortable. Having that wonderful welcome makes all the difference.
And our volunteers also help invaluably with visitor surveys. Volunteers carried out over 2,000 surveys during 2014-15.
With all the volunteers who've done at least 5 years, and we'll start with Penny Carte, Sheena Clark, Siobhan Clark, Jennifer.
When I first started, I was working full-time, really long hours, and I thought I wanted to do something to take my mind off it. And as I lived near Hampton Court Palace, I decided to pop in and see about volunteering.
I have 2 roles, one of which is front of house, which is welcome, and what I like there is actually meeting all the different tourists from all around the world.
I'm a visitor research volunteer, so I speak to visitors when they're leaving the tower and find out what kind of experience they've had here.
My job is the visitor feedback coordinator for the Tower of London and Hampton Court Palace. I coordinate 3 teams of volunteers, 1 at Hampton Court, 1 at the Tower and 1 across both doing data entry.
And I started volunteering at university. I know that I can do all the hours when I want to, how I want to, and for all the activities. It's not always the same.
I just finished my master's degree in historic building conservation and was looking to gain some experience in any field involving historic buildings and the conservation of them. The volunteer role came up, and it was actually my tutor on the course that advised me to take it. And I was amazed that I got it. It was a fantastic opportunity to learn skills that I hadn't learned on the course in the university.
I woke up that morning not knowing what to do, and by that evening I was a member of the volunteer group at Hampton Court Palace, and I've never looked back.
Well, I do quite a range of different things. I work on reception in the Claw Centre, and I'm a member of the WeGo team. The WeGo is a powered wheelchair, and we offer to take people who are frail, not necessarily disabled, on tours around the palace.
I enjoy, it's got to be working with the families. It's just so lovely watching families coming to Hampton Court and just having a lovely day and helping to enhance that experience.
I support all of the learning activities and events that we run on site. I also help coordinate the volunteers that we use for our programmes as well.
I volunteer here generally at the weekends, but I try and see if I can take the odd day off from work to come here during the week to see what it's like there as well. I feel it really benefits me as I analyse data as a part of my normal job, but actually being able to speak to real people and to see how that data is collected and to see how surveys are done in the field is a really helpful thing for my own development in work.
It's good to be able to volunteer and meet people and just be part of their holiday or their experience, passing on knowledge and information about the tower, and you feel that you've helped. For me, it's that satisfaction.
If somebody asked me about whether to volunteer or not, I would certainly recommend it because it's tremendous fun. You work with all sorts of people you never get the opportunity to. You can do lots of unusual things and see and learn things all the time, so it never stops the variety of what you can do.
Across all the different activities that I get involved in, there's just one word, and that's teamwork. Because I think when one retires, that's the thing that you're in danger of losing. And it's not just the teamwork with the other volunteers, it's teamwork with all the members of HRP.
And I think it's marvellous. I've met wonderful friends here, and they have really become friends, and we have wonderful discussions, so I'm very fortunate to be here.
I look after people, mostly young families with buggies, with children, or older people in wheelchairs who need some help to get around. And then you get chatting to them about where they've come from and what they're doing in London, what else they were doing, and it's a really enjoyable experience.
A couple of my volunteers have had jobs in HLP as a result. I find that quite rewarding.
One of our volunteers recently came over to the country and she's using this role to learn English. I'm delighted to say that she recently won an award for developing her English through this role, and we're all very proud of her for that.
I have volunteers from 18 to 80, and knowing that they have such a wealth of experience from all the different roles they've had in the past, they bring all of that to Kensington. And one of the things I love the most is that when I speak to our volunteers, they always add something that maybe I didn't anticipate.
When they see I can speak in their language and explain things, they just feel so happy. So they love it, and I love it too.
I've made lots of new friends through the volunteering, and we've actually had outings, and I've really enjoyed that.
I think the most important aspect of volunteering for me is actually being able to do something to help people. So it's a combination of things. It's to help the visitors enjoy their experience at the tower, know that somebody's listened to their views, and also to be able to pass that information back to people within the tower so that they can learn what they can do to make the visitor experience even better.
Volunteers have fed into the development of this project right from the very beginning. We have regular feedback meetings with all of our team, and the thoughts and ideas that they have fed into the questions that we now ask in the survey. It would be a very different beast without them.
Our volunteers really play an enormous part in setting that scene and allowing us to be able to do our job, because that framework really, enhances the experience.
The most surprising question I've been asked is about a feature in the chapel, and I informed the gentleman who asked me that it was a raredraws, and he said, "Isn't that a fantastic word for Scrabble?"
As a little girl, soon after the war, this was a place that I used to visit with my father, and I absolutely loved it. And when I had the opportunity to volunteer, I was thrilled.
You go around on a normal day-to-day basis, you see the volunteers helping people, showing them where to go, what to see, giving advice, and always with a smile on their face. They are the welcome that HRP wants.
Thank you to all of you, whether you give just a few hours a year or a lot more than this, and many of you do give more than this. We really appreciate your dedication and support.